Alright, so here's a bit of an update. I am officially strike free. There is no more strikes on my channel. And yeah, so in case you guys don't remember, if you don't know, basically a few weeks ago, I had gotten a strike by somebody by the name of Rodney Finley. Now, if you don't know who Rodney Finley is, he's actually someone who's not been with us for quite some time. He had a bit of a spat back and forth, a bit of a beef with this guy named Sin City Family, and the Sin City Family found him in Las Vegas and then proceeded to gun him down. Okay, that's literally what happened. And so I had reported on the situation at the time that it had happened, and guess what? Maybe a few weeks later, I got a strike from somebody by the name of Rodney Finley, and I went to analyze it, and I literally got struck for 1 minute of the video. Like, the video was 1 minute long. I used the 1 minute and I commented over it each time. So to tell y'all, like, yeah, that's what I was doing. And so naturally, whoever this person was, they decided to say, hey, I don't like that, or I'm taking this video down. And to make it even worse, I actually emailed them to retract the strike, or I was going to literally fight it. And guess what happened? They never responded back to me. Like, ever. They never responded back. So what ended up going on was that yeah, so I sent it an appeal. I sent it out. I even posted on my Twitter, which is, my Twitter's kind of dead. I even posted on my Twitter, like, to ask for some YouTube help from Team YouTube. I got nothing. So I've been waiting essentially for a few weeks to see what would happen to the strike on my channel, see if it was going to get reverted. And I guess this time we got the good ending, guys. We got it reverted. But the part that I really want to emphasize is two things. One, especially if you are a smaller channel, you are essentially at the mercy of the gods of YouTube. Okay, I know with larger channels it's the same idea, but at least with larger channels you have like a YouTube partner to help you out. You have you have a partner that helps you out. You talk to them about certain stuff. You get to speak to them. You get access to higher support. Okay, if you're at my level, right where I'm at right now, oh, it's basically the Wild West. All right. And the biggest problem is that I feel like under most circumstances, people who have really small channels, they get struck, they're just gonna take it. They're gonna take the L. Okay, they're gonna take it and just wait the 90 days out. I said hell no, because no way in hell that I am going to sit for 90 days when someone falsely strikes me. And the reason why I was so confident in the case, well, I say case, but the reason why I was so confident in the fact that I didn't do it is because I went back to the video again, and I actually provided context to what the clip was. And by the way, it was only 1 minute, and it was a clip compilation, by the way. How are you going to strike a clip compilation? The clips don't even belong to you. They belong to different TV shows, and they belong to a rapper. How are you going to clip me? How are you going to take that and put it as your content? And the most content that was from the video was the fact that it was a screenshot saying, oh, these strikes are basically reverted. That's the content, okay? 1 minute of just clips. And so naturally I said this is ridiculous, so I put in my appeal. Of course, naturally, it's not like this was a smooth process. First of all, I was very annoyed when I got the strike, because it's like, what am I being struck for? Okay, so I have to go back, and keep in mind, okay, every time you get a strike, you have to go back, look through what you might have infringed upon, and I ain't no lawyer either, so I have to make my best assumptions. Okay, I said, okay, maybe he struck the part that I got the full video or something, and it's in the video for 1 minute. Okay, maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Okay, and the fact that I had no communication to go off of, no nothing. I didn't even get, hell, if I got an angry email from the person, I would have been okay with that, because then I know, okay, this guy's just crazy. But alas, I got nothing. And I'll just say in the last video I said this too, but the weirdest part is that when you go to some of these videos in Finny the Legends channel, you'll notice that some of them that I actually linked in the past, guess what? It was removed by himself. So you're telling me somebody copy claimed their own videos? So let's phrase it back. Someone who is not alive, okay, is copy claiming the videos in their own name, okay, and getting it removed. And by the way, just to make sure that I wasn't tweaking, I went to bigger channels that covered it, and I saw no takedowns, okay? None of that. So I don't know for sure, but my assumption is that this person was probably going to go around, strike smaller channels or something, and then go run with it. But guess what? unfortunately, I don't really back down because when it comes down to copyright striking me, I don't play with that stuff. Because you have to understand that, especially a YouTuber, when you have 3 copyright strikes, your channel is gone. Okay, so you don't want strikes. And by the way, you have to wait 90 days. Okay, to get rid of one of them. Okay, 90 days is about 3 months. Right? I had to wait till October to get these strikes down. And I said, hell no. I'm not waiting till October. Why not? So I said, you know, I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm just gonna, you know, fight whatever I have. Hopefully a human reviews it, and if it's really that bad, then okay, I take my loss, and you know, I'll give you guys an update now. But from the looks of it, yeah, no, they said, all right, your stuff is in fair use, and that's it. So yeah, it's no joke. But for the record, I do want to say that getting strikes affects literally a channel of any size. Okay, I've seen channels with over 1 million subscribers get flagged. I've seen channels with less than 100 subscribers get flagged. Okay, it's not like a one person thing. It's kind of like you're just playing the lottery, you know, because sometimes you might find somebody who's going to be like, okay, I want to strike you today, and I'm going to strike you today here, and you might sometimes like, okay, maybe it's not so. So that's really what we're having here. And like I said, the part that has me annoyed the most is the fact that one, there was no prior contact about if I was infringing. I actually went back and checked my email to see maybe I missed something, but no, I got no prior knowledge of the strike itself, which is the part that I did not really understand. But you know, it is what it is. And so I tried to reach out, and so yeah, and that's it. I literally went through every single channel possible, even Twitter, okay, and I still didn't get nothing. So such is the life of a small YouTuber. Not much you can do about it. But anyways, so we shall take this, you know, as a victory, I guess. Okay, it looks like somebody actually had some common sense. But this goes to show you guys, like, remember that, you know, even doesn't matter what size you are at, okay? Doesn't matter where you are, you can get a strike, okay? Even a false one. And false ones are not uncommon, okay? Or another one that people use is like privacy complaints, okay? You see your face in the video, that's public, people are like, oh, let's take it down. It happens sometimes, okay? So that's where we're at now. Anyways, but I just want to say, like, yeah, no, copyright strikes are genuinely stressful, especially when you don't know what you did, or people don't explain to you what happened. So I have to make a lot of assumptions, but here we are. So yeah, that's the update on that. So ridiculous, and still ridiculous in my opinion. But anyways, so yeah, I shall see you guys in the next video. But yeah, that's the update on this saga. So we officially ended. I shall see you later.